Past perfect continuous. I had been doing.
Rati was baking cakes yesterday. I went to her house at 5 p.m. and she had been baking for 3 hours then. Yes, she has a party in her house today. Babita had been waiting for this party for a month and now she's not in town. I know, Rati wanted to invite Babita. Actually, she had been planning to throw this party last week, but her grandfather fell sick at the last moment.
In the conversation, the two girls have used verbs which speak about an action which started in past and was in progress even when another action took place in the past. Here are some examples of verbs showing past perfect continuous tense. I went to her house at 5 p.m. and she had been baking for 3 hours then. Babita had been waiting for this party for a month and now she is not in town. Actually, she had been planning to throw this party last week, but her grandfather fell sick at the last moment. Definition. In the past perfect continuous tense, the verb speaks about an action that began at some time in the past and was continuing at that point of time in the past when another action began. It can also be used when an action in progress in the past caused something to take place. The preposition for and since are often used with this tense to indicate the time period involved. Let us look at a few sentences. Trisha had been taking acting classes since she was 16 but gave them up after marriage. Meena had been struggling to find a job for 6 months when Parag offered her one of his office. Manu had been working very hard for a year and he finally got the Best Employee Award. In the first sentence, had been taking is past perfect continuous tense as it speaks about an action that began in the past and continued to be in progress when another action occurred in the past. The use of preposition since provides time information. In the second sentence, had been struggling is past perfect continuous tense since it speaks about an action that was in progress even at the time another action took place in the past. The preposition for indicates the time duration involved. In the last sentence, had been working is past perfect continuous tense as it speaks about an action that was in progress for some time in the past and as the result of which another action took place in the past. Here are few examples of sentences with verbs in past perfect continuous tense. Sumna had been teaching history for 10 years. When she decided to give up her job, Atul had been speaking continuously for 2 hours and so his throat went dry.